Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have received my monthly Tonic Craft Kit, which is 39, which is the latest one in January 2021. If you're new to these, there are lots of unboxing videos on YouTube, so I'm not going to do one of them, but I'll just give you a basic introduction. So basically with the Tonic Craft Kit you get a selection of dyes, Nuvo products, and various bits and pieces that Tonic make. And I really like it because it's different each month, and it gives me an opportunity to try new things that I wouldn't necessarily gravitate towards or think to buy myself. So I mean, this is an example of what's in this month's kit. There's a stamp set, a die set, which is here, with some nice pretty dies on there, including different sentiments. They're mainly sentiments, and then there's one little image. Nice quality, high quality photopolymer stamps as well, which I like. There's 3 different flower images. This one is called Pretty Peonies, the set, but so I think there are 2 like peony ones, and then there's a rose one as well. And there's also some sentiment and tag details in there as well. But as I say, there are unboxing videos already, so I'm not going to do one of those. But what I wanted to do, I've just got home from work and done my bits and pieces, and I kind of felt like doing a bit of crafting. So what I've done is I've used this die, and it's outline. So this is a verso die, so it cuts into card. So you could use that on a piece of card, which would just cut the image into the card. And then so it comes with the option to have this other die with it, which cuts out. So the 2 together give you this outline. And so I've cut out the base layer once. I cut out 1 layer. So my plan was to use predominantly the Nouveau products that come with the kit to make a card. So this set also comes with a set of card blanks. So there's 10 in Ivory White, US A6 size. And so I just sort of felt like having a play, but because this is quite an intricate die, when I cut this, I hadn't used the correct sandwich, so I hadn't put the shim in there. I used my Gemini to cut this, so I hadn't put the shim in, so it didn't cut that really intricate bit out. So I put a shim in, the magnetic shim, and then it cut out perfectly. So the plan is I'm going to colour each of the little, so we've got a flower here which kind of looks like a rose, or maybe a closed peony. That one's a peony. So I'm going to colour in the individual elements and then overlay the die cut, so you can't so basically you get some nice dimension and then some colours behind, and I've started it already. In my excitement I forgot to press film, but this Nouveau glitter marker came with the set. It's called Peppermint Cream, and if you look at that, that's not the colour that it is. As you can see, it's this colour, which is a really sort of, yeah, peppermint, sort of pale green with a lot of sparkle. It's gorgeous. I've got a few of these glitter markers, and I've got some more coming actually that I ordered when they were on sale. But I've actually got one called Pressed Peony, and I've swatched that out there. So it's that colour. And then in the set there's also this Nouveau Sparkle Spray, which it says is ideal for adding a luxurious glittery finish to a creative project. And you can, it's a tiny little, it's a sample size basically, and the idea is that you spray it, but you can use it in different ways. So the spray wasn't working on it for some reason. So what I did is I just opened it out and put a little bit of the sort of undiluted spray on there. And it's quite a bit darker. It's dried now because I did this about half an hour ago. But I'm wanting to get like a variation of colours across the flowers. Now this month's kit did come with a Crackle Mousse, which again, there's different type of mousses that Nuvo do, and the Crackle one gives a crackly finish, and it's in a colour called Pink Gin. But I don't think I want to use this today. But I do have just a plain embellishment mousse in Poppy Pink, which, have I opened this one already? No, it's a brand new one. So I thought I might use that. So these, they're like, you can use them straight from the tub and sort of smear them on with your finger or a sponge or a spatula, and they give a nice shiny metallic dimensional detail. So what I'm thinking is that I might use this with my watercolor pen, a watercolor brush pen, one of these ones where you just put the water, you fill it up with water. It looks blue at the moment, but I think that's just from the last time I used it, and it stained the bristles, but it is clear, I think. Just check. Yeah, that's fine. So I think I'm gonna put a bit of this out onto my mat and then like paint with it. That's what I think I'm gonna do. And then I might do the same with the embellishment mousse. So yeah, what I did to do this one, I put this on here, and then I sort of drew round in pencil where the leaves were, because obviously I want the leaves to be green, and just coloured it in with the glitter marker. In fact, it looks like it needs a little bit more on this bit, so I'm just gonna put a little bit more on there. And then I think I'm gonna what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do it? Because I could just stick this straight on. Oh look, there's a big bit that I haven't covered, look. I hadn't realised that. Another bit that needs colouring. That should go around the edges as well. Yeah, so there you go. I've got all the green bits now. Still a little bit there that I haven't quite got. That should be it. So I think I'm going to stick this one where that middle didn't come out onto there. And then, or am I going to just mark out these other bits? So this bit is sort of a no man's land. And that's one flower. I want this middle to be different. I want that to be the same colour as the other petals, but I want this to be darker. So, I mean, that one, it kind of cut out, but not all the way. In fact, I'm going to use my craft knife just to cut that petal out, because that's separate from the other bit. So I'm just going to use my Tim Holtz craft knife to sort of just get those bits that didn't quite. Oh, there you go. That's quite easy. So that wasn't difficult to do. That was really easy. If you've never heard of these Tonic Craft Kits before, you can buy them one-off purchases. They're £35. Oh, there's another bit here. Or you can sign up on a monthly basis and receive them, and they're £30. And if you're a subscriber to the kits, it gives you 10% off all of their products, even their sale products, and they do a lot of sales, a lot of really good sales. I must admit, I've bought quite a bit from them. They're one of the companies that I tend to use a lot because I really like their products, and I do love a good sale. So it sort of ticks all of my boxes. So it's been great during lockdown. Right, that's the last bit. So that's the last of the petals cut out now. So I'm just trying to talk you through my process a little bit, but then I'm sort of just going to dive in as well. So I want these petals to be one colour, these petals to be another colour, that flower to be a different colour. And I have 3 different colours here. I think these two are going to go together really quite nicely. So I think I'm going to put a bit of this out onto my Tim Holtz glass craft mat, and then paint with that with the water brush. So if I make a mark on here with my pencil of where the edge will be, so I don't want to go beyond this point. I think so I can just colour that. So even though it's a spray, you can use it in this way as well, and it's full of mica powder, so it's going to give a lovely shimmer. And the cardstock that I'm using is one that came in the kit, so as well as getting all of the bits that I've already shown you in the kit, it also comes with usually between like 5 and 7 pieces of speciality card, or their brand of card is called Craft Perfect, and they do different types. They do like regular card, like what this is. So this is Ivory Craft Perfect card, which is, I think it's 216 GSM. So good for things like this, but not thick enough to make a card with, or a card base, should I say. But good for die cutting and matting and layering and things like that. And this is the Ivory White. And then it comes with all the different types of speciality papers, which I love speciality papers. I love gorgeous papers. It's one of my favourite things to do. I'm definitely going to make some videos soon, making some 3-dimensional projects. One of the die sets that I got from Tonic was the Eternal Bascule Cantilever Creator die set, and I've made 2 of those. I made one for my mum for her part of her Christmas present, which she absolutely loved, and one for my husband for his like man cave, and he picked the colours of black and green, and again that turned out really well. So I want to make one for myself. I'm not quite sure on the colours yet, but I'm waiting on some more to come. So I think I'll... Oh, can you see how shiny that is? See it shining in the light? That's gorgeous. Yeah, so I think I'm going to film a video on that as well. So if you're interested in that, if you've got that set and you haven't used it, you know, and I do always say this, but you know, if you subscribe to my channel and you click the bell, then you'll get notified when I release a new video. But that's definitely one that will be coming up. So let's have a look. That's worked quite well, hasn't it? And then I need to colour this middle in a darker, I was going to do a darker colour, wasn't I? Maybe I should have done that in that. Oh well. Maybe I still can, but I just won't water it down as much. So this one, I didn't mark out that side of it. So hope you're all doing okay. Coping okay with the new lockdown if you're in the UK. I'm not a great one for keeping up with the news, so I'm not too sure what's happening in other parts of the world, but I should imagine it's a similar kind of thing where you sort of, you know, restricted a lot in your daily movements. So I hope everyone's okay. Another thing I love about crafting it is sort of just like a release from all of that, those difficulties in the world. Right, I'm going to get a baby wipe and just wipe that up, because I'm pretty sure that's water based, so it should just wipe off. Yeah, it has. So that's that with its lid on. Also got these Nouveau drops in with this, which is nice. So I think I'm just gonna colour in. I'm just gonna colour in. Oh, that's still wet in there. I'm gonna colour in this little flower over here with this pressed peony glitter marker. And again, these are packed full of mica or glitter or some wonderfulness that makes them give a really lovely glittery shiny effect. It's pretty. And I think I'll make this big one. I think I'll use the Embellishment Mousse on it. So it sort of comes like that. It's kind of like a buttery texture. Get one of my... Get a bit out with the little... That's going to be way too much. Again, that's water-based as well. Might use some of this on the background though. This is good to say you water it down, and I might do a bit of a splattering technique, because the plan is I think I'm just going to keep this quite simple. So this will be the main focal point, and I'll stick it on the card and then maybe do some splattering and then add a sentiment. I'll either stamp one from the kit, or I might do that thing where I leave it blank just in case, because it is nice to have blank ones in your stash. So again, I'm just going to use this and check where we're at. So that all looks really, really pretty. I don't think I've gone over any lines, done anything I wasn't supposed to. No, that looks great. So I think I can, where's my rubber? I think I can rub, ooh, I'm pulling out the wrong things I don't want to pull out. I don't think I need this on here, and I don't want the pink to show through. Show through. I mean, I don't want the pencil to shine through. Yeah. So, where's my water brush gone? Here it is. I should have actually just squirt a bit of water on it first to make it watery. So this isn't going to be shimmery and shiny like the other ones, but it has like a subtle shimmer, I think. I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out, so a bit of an experiment. We'll have a look. Don't really want any lumpy bits. Because this isn't watercolour card that I'm using. Again, I probably should have used watercolour card, but I just wanted to sort of use predominantly what came in the kit. I like to do that. And if I want this to sparkle, I can also always add some Nouveau Aqua Shimmer Pen on top once it's dried. Sort of in my own light here. Again, it's getting well, I mean it's been a cold, snowy sort of day today in my bit of the UK. So the light's not great, and I still haven't sorted out a lamp. Okay, that's something I'm definitely going to do this weekend. I am going to order a lamp. If there's any that anyone can recommend that's not that's quite inexpensive, feel free to pop it in the comments. I'd be greatly appreciative. That's dried pretty much instantly, and you can see how it does have a subtle shimmer, but it's different to the highly sparkling what's it called, mica mist, sparkle spray, and the glitter markers. It gives a different effect. Different, but still pretty. You could just use a normal paintbrush. You don't have to use like one of these water brushes. I just tend to find them quite handy. It looks pretty, doesn't it? Alright, let's try and get this lined up properly and check that I haven't missed any spots. I think that looks really pretty. So I just need to do the inside of this. Maybe I'll paint it in this pressed peony. And I haven't even touched any of that stuff, so I'm going to put it all back in the pot. Waste not, want not. Probably wasn't the best way to do it, Tess, because you've got it in the grooves now. That's okay. Right, do I want to make this bit the same as that or this? I think this. Now obviously there's going to be another piece, die cut piece over the top of this, so I don't have to worry too much, but it is very fine, so I'm trying to stay within the lines as much as I can. So it probably would have been more advisable to use a paintbrush, but there's always ways of fixing things like this. I could put the sentiment over it, or a Nouveau drop, or something, so you know, there's plenty of little hacks for things like that if you do sort of think, oh, I probably should have done this a different way. I don't know why I'm holding this over the top of it either. Oh well. That looks nice. And it goes well. Very shimmery. Right, that's not the lid for that. The lid for that is there. Right, okay, so I'm going to turn off the video at this point because these bits need to dry, and also then I'm going to glue them together, which you don't need to see me gluing stuff, so I'll be back in a bit. See you in a mo. Hello again. So from where we last left off, I glued the two the intricate die cuts on top of each other. I then decided to mount it onto some, I think it's called olive branch, Craft Perfect Tonic card. They're simply, what is it called, Craft Perfect. I made a splatter effect using some of the embellishment mousse, so the leftover watered down embellishment mousse that I used for the rose, and I mixed in a bit of the pressed peony glitter marker and splattered that on as well. And then I also watered down a bit of the Smooth Mint glitter marker and splattered that on. So basically that's, as you can see, hopefully you can see in the light, that there's splatters of varying sizes and shimmery and different effects. So I mounted that onto there, and then I looked at the stamp set and I thought this would make a nice birthday card. And I know I said I might leave it blank, but you know, you can never have too many birthday cards in your stash, can you? So for this one, I stamped that image twice with VersaFine Onyx Black pigment ink, which is really good for fine details, and I painted in with a very fine tipped paintbrush. I painted in, I just put a bit onto my glass mat, each of the pressed peony and the smooth mint, and then just coloured those in with this extremely fine nibbed, fine tipped, lovely, what do you call it, paintbrush. I love this paintbrush. When I used to do acrylic paintings quite a bit, this was my one of choice, because I used to like to do really fine tipped ones, and it's got a lovely soft grip. So yeah, they come in handy. And then I was playing about with different ways to mount it. So you could mount it that way and have it up there, which looks quite nice. Oh, I also, so I stamped the image onto the same card, the ivory textured Craft Perfect, and then matted that again onto the same, I'm pretty sure it's called olive branch, but let me just check. Avocado green, sorry, not olive branch. See, that looks quite nice, I think. But I also think that looks quite nice, and you see a bit more of the splattered background. So, I don't know. What would you go for, guys? I think I'm going to go for this one. And I think this is quite dimensional as it is, so I don't think I want to raise that up on foam pads or anything. And again, that's 2 layers thick, so I don't really feel it needs much more dimension. So one last check, but I think I like that layer best. Yeah, I do. I do. On your birthday. So I will use my trusty self-gripping tweezers from Crafter's Companion. And I'll just glue this onto the card. It's a nice strong glue. Get into shot. Nice strong glue. You don't need loads of it on, but I am going to put a fair bit on anyway because it's quite a heavy piece with all those layers. Try and get close to the edges so that the edges don't lift up. And then give it a good going over in the middle. Just hold that down on there. You can just sort of put something heavy on this for a little while until it grips on fully. But it does adhere quite quickly. And again, I'm going to do the same. Actually, with this, I can see that there's a very slight bit of imperfection in the stamping, and that's because it's a textured card, so I'm just going to go over that slightly. I think I might have actually made that a bit worse. That'll do. That looks okay. Wipe that off on my little baby wipe. And get this nicely into shot. And I hover over to make sure. Why am I not using tweezers? You might be asking. It's because I just went over that in pen and I didn't want to smudge it. If we line this up so it's nice and square. So that's nice and lined up with the top. Just check this is, after all that is the top of the card, which it is. And there we go. So hopefully you can see from all the different angles the nice shimmer that we've got. Nice bit of texture, dimension, different types of mediums used there, and that's just using a few of the items from the Tonic Craft Kit. this month. Oh, I've smudged that a little bit there, but that's okay. That gives me the opportunity to show you something else. So this is a Tombow eraser for rubber, for ink and pencil. So you've got a normal rubber end and then a sand eraser, and the sand eraser should get rid of that little bit of ink there from where I went over. Yeah, that's pretty bang on. All right, there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial for a simple, quite clean and simple card from the latest Tonic Craft Kit 39. And if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, give me a like and hit the bell so you can be notified of future videos. I think I'm probably going to do a few more with this collection, because I've literally only used one die and one stamp and a couple of bits of cards, and there's so much more in there. So many thanks. See you soon. Bye.